Hi everyone, this is Priya from It's OKR and welcome back to our channel. Today we will be discussing 6 ideas to stay back in the US if you're an H-1B and impacted by a layoff. The one thing, however, that I do want to call out is none of this is legal advice. It's all based on our research, based on anyone who's been impacted or has been using or trying some of these ways to extend their stay in the country. So the number one option is shift to an H4 visa category and get an EAD, an H4 EAD if you're married to a spouse that has an H-1B and has a valid I-140. This is of course a no-brainer and gives you the option to extend your stay in the country while you figure out the next job. Even if the spouse doesn't have an I-140, at least moving to an H-4 visa will help you buy time and understand what other options you have while you secure a new job and what other status you can maintain. The next option is move to B1, B2 visitor visa temporarily. The B2 visa lets you stay in the country for 6 months. The current backlogs, however, are 12 plus months, but once you apply, you can stay in the change of status category. Once you secure a job, you can move back to your H1 category, but the one thing to remember here is once you move back to H-1B, you will have to leave the country and get a stamp back to make your H-1B valid. So this one I actually know because a lot of people before they were on H-1B had a valid B1, B2 for 10 years and were able to use this process and figure out a status till they found a new job. Third option is go back to school on an F1 visa. Yes, it can be an expensive option and requires some investment. However, you can always find an inexpensive university and enroll for a course that you're interested in. The timeline for change of status from H-1B to F1 is very high. However, similar to what I mentioned on B1, B2, once you apply for change of status, you are eligible to stay in the country and hold a valid status. The good thing, however, is change of status for H1 to F1 premium processing is coming soon, and that might help your case. The fourth option is consider applying for an O1 visa. An O1 visa is for people who are at top of their field. Do you make a high salary? Have you gotten yourself published at many places? Do you judge competitions? Then there is a high chance that you might qualify for an O1 visa. We actually did a session on everything that you need to know about O1 visa with an immigration lawyer, Sonal Sharma, that we will link here. It's important to work with an immigration lawyer and see if you qualify for an O1 visa. Not everyone will be eligible and it will depend upon the qualifications, your role, and whether it fits the bill for O1. The next option is asking your employer for garden leave. Now, the way garden leave works is you basically, instead of asking for more severance, you are requesting your employer to let you be an employee for another month or 2. Again, if you're a part of a large organization, high chances you're going to get rejected for this or this will not be allowed. However, if you're in a small to mid-sized organization, there is no harm trying it out because you might actually get that garden leave. The sixth option is talk to an immigration lawyer. It is totally worth spending that $300, $400 talking to an immigration lawyer and understanding what options that you may have. I can only provide tips and guidance based on research and what I'm seeing happen with my friends or colleagues or all the information available on the internet. But when something like this has happened with an individual, it's important to get the right legal advice. So please consider spending that initial amount to understand what option works the best for you. Another bonus option that we want to share with you is try applying for compelling circumstances EAD. We will actually be doing a detailed video on whether and how to qualify for a compelling circumstances EAD, so stay tuned for that. And if nothing works out, remember it's okay. The worst thing that will happen is you will have to go back and then you will find a new employer and you will have to go through the process, but you can always get another H-1B and come back. Make sure you have tried everything that's possible, and if it doesn't work out, remember eventually it's all going to be fine. Hopefully this video gives you a starting point in terms of the options that you have available and the steps that you can take to make sure that you are able to get yourself additional time in the US. If you liked it or know someone who will benefit from it, please like, share and subscribe with that person. If things are not going your way, remember it's OKR. Till next time, bye. Have a nice day.